Hi boys and girls, today you're going to need your stickers and also some of the 3D shapes that you have at home. So we are going to be thinking about the attributes of our 3D shapes, our three-dimensional shapes, and we are going to be talking about faces. Remember, we talked about faces of a 3D shape, and that is this flat part. Now, we said that a cube has faces because it has a lot of flat spots here. It has more than one face, doesn't it? But then we said this sphere doesn't, because it does not have any flat spaces. So we're going to explore the faces of our three-dimensional figures, and it is another attribute. So it will help us determine what shapes they are. So let's look at our cube, and we're going to get our smiley face stickers so that we can count how many faces are on the cube. Okay, so these will be fun to stick on here, won't they? So every time I have a face on the cube, I'm going to put a smiley sticker. So there's one face. There's another one. This is going to be lots of fun, isn't it, boys and girls, to put our stickers on here. And I notice here's another face. And another face. So let's count the number of faces that we have. Okay, let's start here with this blue one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I've already counted that one. 5, 6. So this cube has 6 faces. So we're going to add to our anchor chart here because we have cubes and we know it looks like dice, and we're going to add to the attributes as we discover them. So we know that a cube has 6 faces. Okay, now let's look at our next shape. We have a cylinder. We know the cylinder kind of looks like a can, doesn't it? So, what shape does this cylinder have? One thing we can do is trace it. So, I'm going to trace this. What shape does that face have? That's right. It is a circle. It's circular here. So the face of this one is a circle. So let's put smiley face stickers on our faces. I think I'll put a green one here. And oh, if I flip it over, it has another face. I think I'll put yellow so that it'll show up. So how many faces does a cylinder have? 1, 2. So let's add that to our anchor chart here. So we have a cylinder that we know looks like a can, and we know it has circle faces, and it's round here. But we also know that it has 2 faces Next, let's look at a cone. Let's see if we can find a cone here. This one kind of looks like a party hat, doesn't it? And it looks like an ice cream cone that might have some ice cream on top. Let's trace this cone. What shape is this? That's right, it is a circle. So the face of this one is circular as well. Let's put our sticky smiley face sticker note on here, on our face. Is there any other faces? No. This is the only one. So how many faces does this have? Just one face. Let's add that to our anchor chart as an attribute for a cone. A cone has one point. It does have a circle face, and it only has one face. So that is an attribute of the cone. Now, let's look at a rectangular prism. Let's draw this. Let's trace it. What shape is this? That's right, that is a rectangle. I also could draw it this way to where it's standing tall and trace it. What shape is this? That's right, that is a rectangle as well. Okay, so this has faces that are rectangular, doesn't it? So let's put our smiley stickers on the faces of this rectangular prism, this 3D figure. So I'm just going around and making sure that I get all of the faces. I don't want to leave any faces out. Okay, any of those flat spots. Are there any more? Yes. Let's look at the other side. Okay, ready? Let's count the faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this rectangular prism has 6 faces. Let's add to our anchor chart. We know that a rectangular prism, it does look like a tall building, doesn't it? It's rectangular, it has faces, and it has straight lines. But how many did it have? It had 6 faces. So we can add that understanding to our anchor chart here. Let's do a pyramid next. You don't have a pyramid at home, so we'll just do this one together. I'm going to trace it. Try to hold it still as I trace it. What shape is this? That's right, this is a square because it has 4 straight lines, 4 lines that are the same length, and it has 4 corners or vertices. But let's do something different with it. Is this flat? What shape is that? That's right, that is a triangle. So it also has some faces that are triangles. I know it's a triangle because it has 3 sides and 3 corners or vertices. So let's get our stickies, smiley face stickers, and count the faces. First, let's put all of our smiley stickers on here. This is going to be a happy pyramid, isn't it? And we can't forget the face that's at the bottom. I think I'll do green on the bottom because it'll really show up. Okay. Will you help me count the faces? 1, 2, 3, 4, and the bottom 5. A pyramid has 5 faces. So let's add to our thinking here. So we know that it has 5 faces. A pyramid. It does look kind of like a tent, doesn't it? So let's look closely at our sphere again. Could I even hold that down and draw it and trace it as a flat face? I couldn't. What happens when I put it down? It just rolls. So it does not have any faces, the sphere. So let's look again. Our cube has 6 faces. Our cylinder had 2 faces. Our cone had 1 face. Our rectangular prism had 6 faces. Our pyramid had 5 faces. And our sphere doesn't have any faces. Great job today, boys and girls, helping me figure out how many faces were on these 3-dimensional shapes and helping us define the attributes. Great job today.